Alrighty. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 18th of January. We are having some technical difficulties.
We don't have a punch list.
Like usual, we're having some kind of technical difficulty. So as we figure that out, let's go ahead and jump into the intro.
It's episode 23, by the way. We are on our 23rd episode.
Episode 23. It's 23 weeks we have been doing this.
Hello.
More or less consecutively. There we go. Yeah, so we
technical difficulties today.
our printer wasn't working, so we used a really big printer,
like blueprint paper,
like to print like blueprints and stuff. So we only got 24 by 36 script right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's a stacked week.
It's pretty interesting.
So anyways, I guess Sega's going to try and get some more normal
size
sizes.
paper. All right, so.
But anyways, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into the intro. So you guys know who we are. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with some reviews, some guides, some news, some clutch plays, and
some funny stuff.
And some funny stuff. You know, this is our weekly podcast where we bring the latest in news, rumors, controversies, discussions. And, here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a lot of really, really lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out on fpsguys.com and like us on social medias. We are a small but growing gaming community comprised of gamers, both young and old. This is usually where I motion at Sig because he's older than us. And and if you are interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community, be sure to come check out our website. Come hang out. Yeah, come join our Discord. Come talk to us. And if you're interested in working together with us, maybe helping out, becoming a content creator, something along those lines. Yeah, just hit us up. You know, we're pretty laid back over here, as you can't tell, with our 24 by 36 script.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys look at this thing.
That's folded in half. It's folded in half. Yeah, this is
literally huge.
Yeah, boom. So,
Mr. Captain Stiffy, what have you been playing over the last time we met?
I've been playing a little bit of Smash Bros. Not a whole lot. I've been pretty busy this week, so I haven't really been playing a whole lot of games.
True.
I have been playing Smite randomly with my friends here and there.
Being forced to play Smite.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, it's not totally boring all the time, but it's just not a game that I'll
enter.
And Trar, what are you doing?
Let me grab those.
It's not a game that I genuinely play by myself.
Okay.
I will usually...
Here's our normal script.
Alright, cool.
Normal size script here. Not massive.
But anyways, yeah, I just don't usually play the game on my own.
What's up, guys? What happened? How do you have it? I printed it out on 24 by 36.
How do you get this one? I thought you did that.
I thought you did that.
It just slipped through the door.
Yeah.
Some unwanted or some unknown vigilante. Just kind of
Look at that. Well, we got 2 copies now.
Shout out to whoever did that, I guess. Yeah. Thank you.
Shout out to the savior of the podcast.
Okay.
Anyways, we were talking about
what we've been playing.
And I was saying that I've been playing Smite, and it's cool and all. It's just not a game I like to play by myself. There is a new hero on Smite though called King Arthur, and he kind of plays like a Devil May Cry character. It's actually super fun.
How can they get away with that legally?
With King Arthur?
Yeah, Arthur? King Arthur.
They do most of the time get permissions and stuff, but they are experiencing some backlashes apparently for some of their gods because they're based off of gods, real life gods. So some people are getting a little upset about it, because a lot of people don't like their gods to be portrayed, especially on a video game.
That's true.
So I think one of them was the Hindu gods that were not too. Some people were kind of complaining about that.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
But it's cool though, and they do get legit rights for something. There was a skin for one of their gods. I was literally Bob Ross. It's actually Bob Ross. Like
funny.
it's
I like
it's voiced over with like pieces of Bob Ross, and they have the rights. It is legit, not a knockoff. It's Bob Ross.
That's very
And so
funny.
they have super cool skins on Smite. But anyways, what about you? What have you been playing, Sig? Euro Truck?
No. I'm trying to make a point to
God.
play a new game every week.
Euro Trucker?
Yeah. I played a different game, but before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law Manoj and Hazel. Congratulations! They just got married a few hours ago.
Wow, a few hours ago.
All right.
That's awesome.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, Mazel tov. It was in the Philippines, so it's 12 hours. So they got married around our time, like 3 or 4 a.m. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I was still up. Yeah.
Welcome to the
All right.
end. Why'd you do it? But you know, married life. Oh. No, just kidding. Congratulations, guys. We're happy for you.
Awesome.
Super cool stuff.
What games did I play? I
Yes.
played Jurassic World Evolution.
That was the.
How's that?
That's the roller coaster tycoon of Jurassic Park, basically.
I guess I've never played Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It's like a
It's
build
the management. It's
management?
It's management. You
Like
build,
Sim
Yeah,
City.
yeah,
you build like little shops and stuff like that to build revenue, and you want to like
Yeah.
just kind of like
Yeah.
slowly expand.
But in this
your
one, you have to
park.
like take care of your dinosaurs,
This
make
is
sure
the
they're
thing,
fed
people-
and stuff like
make
that.
sure they
right?
aren't like eating people and catastrophes aren't happening and stuff like that.
This game, I don't know who it's targeted for. It's a game with no identity, or the people had no idea, I don't think, who they built the game for.
Really, that's bad.
I bought it because I wanted my son to play it, but it's very hard. It's very, you have to do too much. I thought you just gotta manage Jurassic World, right? You know, build enclosures,
Yeah,
keep security, grow some dinosaurs, or incubate dinosaurs, right?
Play God.
No.
Like,
You gotta send out dig crews, archaeologists throughout the world to dig up fossils. You take the fossils, you take them to your genome center to splice the genome, so you could even like modify the characteristics.
So it's much
of
more
each
in depth than you thought.
Yes. In addition to all, it already has the security problems that I thought it would have. You know, you gotta make sure the park is safe and the dinosaurs aren't eating each other. But the part that I kind of had to turn the game off, and I said I'm done with this, is when I built a fast food joint. I have to control the price of the burgers. Come on, man, that's too much.
I was like, all right, I'm done.
well, that is too much.
That's how those games are, man. That's how those kind of management games are. People like that.
But within the context of Jurassic World, is this a game for kids or is it a game for adults? I don't know what it is.
Is Jurassic World really for
It's
kids?
a game for
I mean,
everyone.
There's dinosaurs eating people. Like, is it really a kids movie?
Yeah, but dinosaurs are cool, man.
Yeah, but eating people, is it really a kids movie? Like, really?
So it's for adults?
It's for adolescents.
The fact that you as someone that owns a business and has like that kind of sense would be like, oh, I can see where they're going with this.
I think you
It's really bad if you can't find that
I
out.
think you just don't think it's worth the time. It just seems like more effort than fun.
yeah,
And I
it doesn't
understand.
sound
I
fun.
understand that feeling. A lot of games get that way.
Bro, if I have to
Something
make a
like
decision,
that,
what
man.
do I price the burgers at? Like, is it a $2 burger or is it a $4 burger?
I mean,
and I'm like,
that's where you have to use your thoughts at. You know, it's like, oh, I mean, if I overprice these burgers, I
Are
mean,
the burgers made from
I
like
mean, what's going on?
dinosaurs, or are they just normal burgers?
It's just
It's like,
high
oh, that
quality
experiment
food.
failed.
that's cute. It should have been that. Like, you could experiment with different, like, carcasses. Like, all right, instead of...
Oh, this is a T-Rex burger.
yeah, T-Rex burger.
That's
like
too much.
$1,000.
Bit gamey.
That is too much. I don't think that they should have given they shouldn't have given that a toggle. The price of the burgers.
Comment by one of our followers here that I can't read.
HFD guys.
HFD. Happy Friday, Division Matrix. Welcome. We missed you
Welcome.
last week. You came at the tail end of the episode last week, so
You did.
welcome.
So you would say nay to that game?
That's a strong nay.
It's not for everyone. I saw some reviews on it. The people who are into those kinds of games really enjoyed it.
I bet.
But those kinds of games just aren't for everyone. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, man, this is a lot of fucking work, dude. I gotta look up like common business practices, you know, from like 2018 or 2019 for owning like amusement parks and stuff. Like, well, look at that. Like, what's the price of an average burger in this part of the world? Like, oh.
All right, let's remove the hat, my hater hat on, where I was like, I don't get the point of this game, and I'll put the other hat on that I love dinosaurs and stuff, right? The things that I don't like about the game. My main thing is the gameplay. It's not intuitive enough. Like, if it wasn't for the tutorial, I wouldn't know what's what. and the buildings all look the same. I can't. It's hard to decipher the difference between the fossil center versus the genetic center versus the incubation center. They all look like concrete buildings with cage around them.
Oh.
They could have done a little bit more to differentiate it, even at the sake of realism, because the game is realistic. The graphics are ridiculous. The sound, ridiculous. I had, with my headset on to 7.1, the entrance, the beginning, it gave me goosebumps. I was like, oh, this game's gonna be good. This game's gonna be good.
And then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. And even the voice actors that they used.
It was solid.
It was the real actors from the movies.
Yeah.
It was impressive. The start was impressive.
I heard.
Until I started playing it.
And you're just playing it, you're like, no, why do you have to be this way?
But even if I did like it, I wouldn't like how it's not intuitive enough. Even something simple like creating roads and sending power to the buildings didn't make it. I wasted a lot of roads and power lines, not understanding really what they want me to do. So even if I did like the game, it's still they focus too much on the wrong things. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good
That's
breakdown
Okay.
of that.
Any other games that I haven't played? No, I played a couple more hours on God of War, but I won't talk about that anymore. So let's.
But you.
I've been playing Smash off and on, Assassin's Creed Odyssey off and on, because I'm just waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm just like, well, Assassin's Creed will kind of fulfill that time.
Wait, you haven't. Did you talk about Assassin's Creed Odyssey yet?
I said it was okay. Like, it's a Ubisoft game. It can only go so far. Like,
How is it amongst other Assassin's Creeds? Is it
it's
the best?
Assassin's Creed, in my opinion.
But that's not saying much, because you said, you kind of,
I liked 2 a lot.
Okay.
I liked 2 a lot.
Best Assassin's Creed.
I know I'll probably get some hate for that. Because it's not a traditional Assassin's Creed formula.
It's literally not even assassins.
So, yeah, that's what everyone
they're
says.
literally
That's
not,
what everyone
they're
says.
literally not assassins.
But you can play it like it is an Assassin's Creed game, like you can with 2. Because you can
guess.
skulk around. You have a whole assassin skill tree. So it's not like super devoid of the core elements. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a Ubisoft game. It's like, Ubisoft's playing in the kiddie pool while Sony Santa Monica's playing, like, swimming in the Olympic pool, Like,
Okay.
It's just, they're not up to the same par. They're just not.
For our viewers and listeners, buy your pass on Assassin's Creed.
I would buy it, yeah.
At what price? Retail?
No.
He's like,
Well,
Dude, there's very few games worth retail.
no, I wouldn't say retail. If it
$30
was $40 or under,
under 40.
yeah,
Okay.
because there is a lot of content. There is
Okay.
a lot of content,
I mean,
to be fair.
I've played it for a bit. It's a really cool game. And if you
The combat just isn't...
don't go in there
That good.
expecting it to be like an Assassin's Creed game, just take it for what it is, which is a
historically period game.
a
That's it.
historically focused open worlds fighting game, because it's not really an Assassin's game anymore. Like it's more or less like fighting. It's like blocking and parrying and dodging and stuff like that. Whereas like old Assassin's Creed games, like fighting was supposed to be like more like the last resort, because you're supposed to be
Yeah, I mean, but you can play it that way.
sneaking. So
But you can play it that way as
Okay.
well, which is what I do, because I don't want to fight. I want to just, like, kill from the air.
Okay.
So, but I'm enjoying it, Again, it sacrifices polish for size, which is what God of War did correctly. Sacrifice size for polish.
It is very big.
So,
it is very big.
and then the best thing I played was actually the Resident Evil 2 remake one-shot demo I played last night.
Oh, you tried
which
it
was
out?
great. Which was really, really great. Really liked it.
Killalos is not liking your slander of Assassin's Creed. He says, "Get the F out of here with all that talk." So
Go play a video game, dude. Go play a video game. But Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo, really cool. Really highly recommend trying it out.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was playing it with my headphones on and everything. The music was really scary. Like the atmosphere. Imagine Dead Space, but scarier.
So you got a chance to try out Resident Evil.
Yeah,
the
I tried it
remake?
last
It's a
night. It
free
was
demo.
great.
Resident Evil 2.
It was
Okay.
great.
First
Really, really
demo,
good.
man.
Awesome.
So highly recommend it.
Okay.
So that's what we've been doing for the very long intro that we had today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into the headliners actually.
Okay.
And the best headliner, really, really, really good, is that Rocket League is the second game behind Fortnite to join Sony's crossplay beta. This comes from The Verge. Thank God Sony is finally jumping on this crossplay train.
It's becoming a thing.
So, basically, the details are crossplay is active right now for all consoles. So, I'm on PC, he's on Xbox, he's on PlayStation, whatever, we can all play together.
Sweet.
Cool. Now,
Lit.
cross-platform parties will come in the next update. Okay. So, if he's on PlayStation, he'd be like, yo, dude, invite to the party, and I can just join right on PC, and then we can take that party and play online.
All right.
So,
I hope you guys are good, because you need to carry me. I'm
not very good.
Are you good, JD?
On what?
Rocket League?
No.
Solar System's good though.
No.
So he'll have to be the guy.
No,
he'll have to be the lead.
I played it once. It was a good time, but I wasn't good at it.
All right. Well, Solar System claims he can carry an entire
Apparently
team.
he's-
that's what he claims. So
Apparently he's like Super Diamond or whatever.
Ultra Diamond.
Whatever the hell he is. I don't know.
But that's great. I mean,
This
that,
is really, really
Sona.
good news. I'm really
Sona.
happy about this.
Sona. What's the name of that company that makes consoles again? They make
Sony?
Sony?
Sonya.
Giant company?
Sona. Anyway, so Sony finally opening up to crossplay is. I mean, that's the last chip to fall, isn't it?
I think so.
For Sony, yeah, I mean, could possibly.
So this is cool because I remember one of the lead producers on Anthem was asked a question. It's like, hey, is there going to be crossplay? And he said, not at launch. So the fact that Sony is opening up to Rocket League, maybe it's like, you know what? The hell with it. Just everyone crossplay. Everyone do it. Maybe they're just like, we're done with it. Just everyone do it.
That's just the stuff.
Which would be cool.
We are on week 23. All right, episode 23. 23 weeks ago, okay, that's...
Yeah, 23
6 months?
weeks ago,
Five-ish
cross-platform.
months,
Sony's stance on crossplay was like, no, that is
Like,
not, that's for all y'all
no.
plebes.
It was like, it's the only way to play.
Right. What a huge turnaround in 23 weeks.
You know?
That's not a lot of time.
I wonder why. Like, usually a stance like that, something that affects your whole business plan. I'm really curious to know what spurned that quick. All right, we're changing direction, guys. We're gonna embrace crossplay now, which is kind of.
I feel like it was a really easy speech where someone went in and it's like, crossplay equals more money. It's like, oh, I see what you're saying. I feel like that was a speech. They'll get so much more money with crossplay.
Interesting.
So
you think somebody just did a speech?
I think it was just like, hey, we should probably do this. Like, we'll
Think
get
so?
more money. Like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because that's what changes people's minds.
It's not so romantic. Like
Money.
from a movie scene, somebody does this crazy speech and all of a sudden, epiphany. Yeah.
It's like, oh, more money, got it, yeah.
I think they were actually really choosy with their words because they did say something along the lines as, we hold firmly that the PlayStation is the best place to play. In response to cross-platform. So maybe around that time that they were asked this question, this was kind of in the works. This was in higher ups' mind that this was going to be happening.
Okay.
But when they were come out and asked, like, "Hey, what's your thought on the cross-platform?" If it wasn't a concrete yes or no yet, they wouldn't want to go ahead and tell people, it's like, "Oh yeah, it's happening."
Okay.
So it'd be like, "Oh, I mean, PlayStation's the best place to play."
That makes sense.
I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, I guess. But
All right,
anyway,
well, that's the biggest story that we had to tell you guys about.
Good news.
So now we're going into the little bits, actually. There's some very entertaining stories
Little
today
bit.
to tell you guys about.
Lots of little stuff here.
So why don't you start us off on that train?
Yeah, first of all, and actually just talking about Soulja Boy Killalos. Soulja Boy has been in the news again, of course, because this is just too funny. So I guess the guy is kind of hurting for money.
Really?
You know, in the wake of this imminent legal battle with Nintendo, which he is not prepared for.
Nintendo is going to literally destroy him.
They are going to poop on him hardcore. And anyway, he's asking for donations from his fans, which is funny. I don't think he has any more fans. Like, he had that one song back in like the early 2000s. Like, but he actually posted a Cash App link on Twitter, and he's like, "All my fans, send me something." And then here's the link, and he's like, "I will pick a random donator who sends the largest donation and give you a free Soulja watch and Soulja console to give me when you're done." So everyone's just like, how? So you're gonna pick randomly, but the person who donates the most. So then it's not random.
That's the opposite of random,
like,
actually.
It's just like it's actually not random at all, and it's just so funny. And I'm actually just kind of interested to see where the story develops because I don't know what he's doing, man. Like everyone's telling him, like, stop. Like, stop. You're going to get screwed. Stop.
Like, you're not messing around with,
this isn't
some
just like
normal company.
This isn't just like, some Joe Schmo or something like that, or some like little mom and pop store in Connecticut. This is like one of the biggest and oldest gaming companies that ever existed. Like, they are Nintendo. They started it all.
All right, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I don't like doing this because I'm gonna agree with Killalose.
You love doing it.
On the I kind of do.
You love it.
I kind of do. Killalose on the chat. He's defending. He is defending Soulja Boy, and if you guys catch his recent episode on the Breakfast Club, he clarified a lot of things. He just secured licensing from Nintendo.
He just secured licensing from Nintendo,
and he's been making a lot of money on that console. Like, remember how we joked about we want to buy it just to have it, just to kind of see how shitty it was. Well, we're not alone to think of that. He made a lot of money. He was showing on Breakfast Club that he made like $250,000. Like, I made $250,000 yesterday.
Okay.
And now he secured licensing. He said, this is him talking.
This is him talking.
He could be full
That's
of
the thing.
boo-boo,
It's him talking.
Or it could be real. All right. He's still selling them. In fact, he said he's not pushing the console 1 anymore because he's already releasing a console 2. It's going to be for sale in the next couple of weeks. So, version 2 already? Well,
how is Nintendo okay with that?
I don't know.
He might be full of poop. Man. They need until Nintendo actually publicly comes out and endorses Soulja Boy.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
No, but that's not gonna happen. Like,
best comeback of 2018.
If that happens,
2018. No one talked about.
If that happens, I will do something embarrassing.
Oh man!
I just don't think. I think that is bullcrap.
Very interesting.
I just don't think that's good. There's no way, dude. And you know what?
Dude, Nintendo's new DLC character is Soulja Boy for Smash, dude.
Soulja Boy's a new DLC character confirmed.
Guys, we're talking about Soulja Boy. When was the last time he was relevant? It's got
in the early. It's been like 10 years, dude.
I mean,
so Soulja Boy, tell him
no press is bad. Like, what is it? No press is bad press or something.
That was last time.
If that's not a comeback, what's a comeback? That's a comeback.
I mean,
he's
struggling.
Let's go, Soulja Boy. What do you think, Soulja Boy?
He's clawing for relevance.
I just want to see the show and the fireworks when it comes together.
He's crawling up for relevance,
man.
But like,
is it true? Is it true that he was the first like rapper who leveraged like YouTube and the internet and social media to basically self-produce himself?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
He was claiming
That's a Killalose question right there.
Yeah, Killalose, is that
true?
true?
For gaming news, bro, not news.
All the stuff that he was saying on Breakfast Club, like, is that true? I mean, he's relevant now. He's up there with gaming. He has a console, man. He's got a console.
Oh my god, dude! You don't even have a console. All right. This is a public service announcement for anyone who wants to buy the Soulja Boy consoles. I kid you not. If you look online on some like shady ass Chinese distributor website, they will have these exact same consoles. Just it doesn't have his brand on it. For like $50, and he's selling them for $200. These are crappy.
They're crappy.
Emulator ROM consoles. Like, if you hold it, it is like lighter than this paper, and it's going to break if you look at it too hard. Like, it is. Don't buy that, dude.
Garbage.
Like, the only reason you should buy that, not because you're a gamer,
it's just if
you want to support Soulja Boy, that is the only reason you should buy it. Because if you're buying it because you want a good game console, literally buy anything else. buy a TI-84 and play the games on the calculator. That's a better console than the Soulja Boy console. Just don't do it. Save yourself $200, dude. This has been a public service announcement.
Oh, another interesting tidbit from Killalose on the chat. Supposedly he licensed his dance, which is why it's not on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well, then you're smart. Good job. Good job, man. Not like Orange Shirt Kid. He's
schizophrenic. He makes some smart moves, some shrewd moves, and then he says stuff like the largest what's it? Donation. We'll get a random.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, he's such a genius, and then he says crap like that. And you're like, oh my god, dude.
He's smarter than Orange Shirt Kid. That kid's dumb.
Yeah, the Orange Shirt Kid. That was funny because he
didn't add that into the news because it's dumb.
He actually was it the Floss Kid?
No, it's a different kid. Different kid.
But didn't he come on like during a promotional event and like did the dance?
No, Orange Shirt Kid basically submitted to a contest, and the contest requirements said, "Hey, if you submit to this contest, you lose rights on your dance," and he was totally fine with that. So Fortnite, used his dance, and now his mom is like, "Hey, you should sue them."
Oh,
but
yeah.
During the lawsuit, the contest nor the document was brought up in the lawsuit. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Get out of here, kid! Get out of here! Eat some dirt."
Carlton is suing Epic. For
Yeah, he's
his
also
dance.
gonna lose.
A lot of people are trying to sue.
He's also
a
gonna
lot
lose.
of rappers and stuff are trying to sue.
Yeah, he's also gonna lose.
There was the floss. That
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, backpack kid. He's also
the
gonna
backpack
lose.
kid.
They're all gonna lose, man.
He tried. The funny thing about the backpack kid, he actually did the dance during a Fortnite promotional event. So he was just like there promoting the event in Fortnite, and then a couple months down the road, he's like, "Oh hey, you guys are stealing my dance." Yeah, we did it right in front of you, and you said nothing. So
Yeah, they're all gonna lose.
yeah,
It's fine.
It's
We should
hard-
move
it's
on from
hard-
Soulja Boy
it's
to
hard
other
claim a dance.
topics.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a
moving
lot.
on. There's a lot of stuff. Big news about GameStop. Actually, GameStop is supposedly getting bought out after last year's not so great earnings. The two companies in question here for buying out GameStop will be Sycamore Partners and Apollo Global. According to the GameStop's third quarter fiscal report for last year, the company experienced a net income loss of
$500 million.
of almost $500 million.
It's all right.
That's a
You can
net
manage.
income loss.
Wow.
So not great. So we could be seeing some changes in GameStop. How will this affect the consumer at our level? It probably won't at all. But it's interesting. We could be seeing some changes in policies from GameStop. But also, most people don't really buy games at GameStop anymore unless you're like I said, unless you're like a child or like a mother.
you're going there day one.
Unless you're a child or a parent buying a present, buying a game for like, your nephew or something like that, and you don't really know what you're doing, you'll probably go to GameStop. Most people I know who are like my age, who've been gaming for a while, they don't really go to GameStop because it's just not worth, man. It's just not worth.
I went to GameStop to buy Red Dead.
Yeah, the only thing
For that, like, if you're gonna go to GameStop day one and get something, fine, sure.
Yeah.
Division Matrix says he goes to GameStop to buy Steam gift cards.
Yeah, I use my power up points to get Steam gift cards.
Let me use your store to buy something that's your competition. Thank you.
Why do they even sell Steam gift cards?
That's like going to Walmart and buying like a
Target
Sam's Club
cards.
gift cards.
That's so funny. So,
But
anyways.
R.I.P. GameStop. Get fucked. Sorry.
R.I.P.
Damn
Yep.
it.
It
Get
is how it is.
screwed.
Get screwed.
Try not to
Language!
Curse. Try not to curse on the podcast
We're
anymore.
gonna
Sorry.
we're gonna have a swear jar right here.
It's gonna be broke, dude. I'll just put my
It's
paycheck in
gonna be
it.
like just gonna be spilling out in like 2 weeks. Let's see. Although the game Uncharted is going to be getting a movie,
Woo!
which
This
is
has also been rumored for a very long time.
This has been rumored for a long time. But this is basically been confirmed. We basically know that Nathan Fillion will not be Nathan Drake. So get that out of your heads now. I know
Unfortunately.
there was that short movie where Nathan Fillion
was
did
good,
Nathan
man. It was
Drake,
really good.
and it was really good because he plays such a fantastic Nathan Drake, dude. It's insane.
It was great.
But he's pretty old, man. Like Nathan Fillion's kind of old now, and they're probably going to be picking someone younger to play Nathan Drake. What is it? The director of the film is actually going to be Dan Trachtenberg, who
No idea who
was
that
the director for 10 Cloverfield Lane, which did fairly well. I watched it. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't groundbreaking anything, but it wasn't a terrible movie. And so some people are hopeful for this this movie. And honestly, really, when it comes to these like movie adaptations of video games, I think one of the most important parts is that the director actually enjoys the source material and actually enjoys the game.
Right. That's
Like if they don't, if like we've seen plenty of like Assassin's Creed was terrible.
Oh, God,
it was
that was
terrible.
bad.
The director doesn't care about Assassin's Creed. He doesn't play much Assassin's Creed.
Tomb Raider was all right.
Tomb Raider was all right. One of my favorites, actually, I know on a little bit of a tangent here, was the Silent Hill one.
Silent Hill was okay.
The Silent Hill one was actually really good, and the director of the
What's wrong
Silent
with
Hill
that?
one actually really enjoyed Silent Hill. He really tried. The story, went pretty divergent from the games because there's a lot of content there, and you have like 2 hours basically to put all this content in there. But the atmosphere and everything, it was on point with the games, and that's because the director really liked the source material. So, I guess it'll really depend on that if this is going to be good or not.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
And
Man,
then
that's a tall order. I generally don't like movie adaptations of video
It's
games. I thought
usually not
Tomb
good.
Raider was rubbish.
It's not good. It's usually not good.
It was garbage. You know what? One exception: Advent Children, Final Fantasy Advent.
Okay, but that's like an animated movie though.
right. Aside from that, I
mean-
don't think anything has been really like.
Final Fantasy is like basically a third cutscenes anyways.
Yeah.
So they just like made a cutscene movie like boom, there it is.
I think an important note on this is that Neil Druckmann, the director of The Last of Us, approves of this choice of director for the movie too.
Okay.
And it's really misleading because the headline that I read was like, Naughty Dog dev approves of director, and then I clicked on it and it was like, Neil Druckmann, the vice president of Naughty Dog. Like, he's not just a developer, he's like
He's
the
the
guy.
VP.
He's like the second in command.
He's the guy.
So that's good that he approves of that.
So I mean, this could be pretty good, and I think Uncharted is a pretty good. It's a pretty easy movie to make as far as like it doesn't have like crazy special effects like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Because everyone knows the Dragon Ball Z movie is terrible.
I never played Uncharted. Is that a pirate theme?
No, Uncharted.
It's just like
Uncharted is basically like
Indiana
Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the guy's like a treasure hunter, a fortune finder, or
It's
something
fun.
like that.
It's
So
very
like,
fun.
like a male Tomb Raider then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah. It's funny though. It's way better than Tomb Raider.
But it's
though.
really funny, and the character is really charismatic, and it's got a really good story, and like the gameplay is very much run and gun, like literally run and gun. You don't have guns. You go up and you shoot some guys and stuff. That gun runs out of ammo. You pick up his gun. You kill this guy. You beat up this dude.
It's fun. It's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a really fun game.
Okay.
Let's see. Moving on. We have new Dragon Ball Z news. There's going to be a new Dragon Ball Z action RPG actually in the works.
That's cool.
It's going to be
I
from
play that.
RPG. That sounds
action
awesome.
RPG
Play the
Dragon
shit
Ball
out of
Z.
that.
So I'm guessing you'll be able to make your own character. Make your own choices and like from overarching storyline. It'll probably be open world or something like that. But that's all speculation because all we know is that it's going to be an action RPG and it's by Bandai Namco. That's all.
Dude, how
anybody
crazy would it
knows
be
right
if
now.
you could create your own character and then choose to study under which master in the DBZ universe?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
That'd be
god.
cool. That'd be pretty.
I just
cool.
want to see Vegeta finally win, man.
He's never gonna win, dude.
Dude, Vegeta's pretty awesome, guys. Okay, Vegeta usually catches up to Goku with willpower alone.
Yep.
So
'Cause
you know,
anime.
he deserves your
Yeah, he
respect.
finally needs to win one. All right.
Let's
All right,
see.
moving on.
Fortnite news. Let's see. Just random things right now. Fortnite franchise rakes in around $3 billion in profit last year, which is insane. That's profit.
Oh yeah, that game came out in
Billion.
2017, by the way.
That's
just to let
profit.
you know.
Yeah, it came out in 2017. Like halfway through 2017,
Billion
Fortnite became a thing as an afterthought to the Save the World, which no one was really excited about.
Talk about a comeback, Sig. That game.
That is a comeback. Yeah.
Which one?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the battle royale, which is undoubtedly the most popular part of the game, was an afterthought to the main game, which is the Save the World game, which no
Right.
one really plays. Everyone I know who plays Save the World just plays it to get V-Bucks
To play Battle Royale.
to play battle royale. So it's insane. So yeah, good job to you guys at Epic Games.
Good job, Epic Games.
And good job to Tim Sweeney, the founder of Epic Games, who
more money
who's a
than
bit
God
of a
right now.
wildlife conservation, and he's putting that money to good work. He actually bought thousands of acres of thousands of acres of land in the name of wildlife conservation. So thank you, Mr.
right.
Sweeney,
Good job,
for
you. Good job.
trying to help out the environment and using all of that money for the greater good.
Dope.
So dope. All right.
Tell me how much profit Epic made again last year.
It's like around $3 billion, something like that.
Okay, so Walmart's profit for period ending January 31st, 2017. They do about $124 million a quarter.
All right, so that's
profit.
not even close.
What's that in a year? Times that by 4.
So it's not even,
500?
it's still not close.
It's not even close.
500
it's
million,
like
not even
Yeah,
close.
it's like a sixth.
Fortnite is more profitable
Dwarfing
than
Walmart's.
Walmart.
Apparently, this year has been like one of the most profitable years in gaming history because of Fortnite.
What kind of world do we live in today, man?
It's so popular, and not to mention the people are it's getting shoved down your necks with like promotions and stuff like
That's
that.
true.
And like
If Epic goes out of business today, it wouldn't really affect our way of life. But if Walmart went out of business today, it would affect their way of life.
That's true.
yeah, man, I have to start going to like.
It's so
Epic,
I mean, I don't
Epic
go to-
Games starts buying parts of
I
Walmart.
don't shop at Walmart, so
Alright,
I'm not a peasant.
I can't fully digest the news that you guys just dropped.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's massive, folks. It's massive. Anyways, moving on. We have
Next.
some Jump Force news.
Cool. Demo's out today, by the way, up till the 20th, so go play that.
Is it really?
Yep.
Okay.
We reported all that last week, man.
We did report on that last week.
Forget the stuff we say last week.
I'm going to. Let's see. So we have news on the pre-order bonus. There's going to be some exclusive swagger for your avatar.
Dope.
Because you can create a character in this new game.
It's gonna be cool.
And you're also going to get this like weird hovering scooter chair thing. It looks like it's from Dragon Ball Z. You're also going to get that for your in-game avatar. It looks like it's going to be useful in like a little like hub worlds type deal. So I guess like in between like actual missions or fighting or whatever, I still have no idea how the game actually is played. You're going to be able to beef up your avatar with all these little things. And they're actually doing a promotional event. Jump Force is doing, or Bandai Namco of Jump Force is doing with Nissan Cup Noodles. It's doing a promotional event.
Is that how you say that?
Nissan,
I guess.
Nissan.
I think it's Nissan.
I'm sure someone will yell at me if they know how it's actually spelled or actually pronounced. So, anyways, keep on the lookout for specially marked cups of noodles, so you can get a chance to win some decent prizes here. So you can get free copies of the game, of course. You can actually get an all expenses paid trip to Japan.
That would be dope.
And some Nissan noodle merch. I guess some shirts and hats and such. And keep an eye out for that golden ticket. Are you little Charlies out there? And
that's a great collab, by the way. Video game with like instant noodles. I mean, that's a great collab.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 did that first.
That's genius.
It did. Like the little like
Japan,
the
baby.
the cup noodles you see at like Publix stuff like that. It's like white. It's got the little red letters on that. Like that was in the game Final Fantasy 15, and like. They shoved it down your throat. It was so funny because all the characters in the game were just like, "Oh my god, it's the best snack ever, dude! It's like so good. It's like the best thing ever." It's just like, it's cup noodles, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like everyone knows that cup noodles is like what you eat at like 1 a.m. when you're like lazy.
If you could get like 100 V-Bucks for every ramen noodles package, that'd be sweet.
Oh yeah,
that's a great
that would
collab.
be insane, dude. That would be insane. People would be buying that. It'd be cheaper than actually buying the V-Bucks.
There you go.
So
do it.
And then Epic should buy that stock.
And then
if they did that, I'm buying ramen.
Insider trading.
Epic will just like own its own ramen. Just it'll own what's it called, Ramachan or something like that. I forgot what the brand is called, but yeah, Epic will just own their own ramen, like whatever. All right, let's see. Moving on.
Other cool promotions to tell you guys about too.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Some Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh yeah,
collector's edition actually.
Here we go.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this
Premium
is
edition
pretty
of the
cool.
game, all DLC, all characters, all skins. Dope.
Nice.
Super cool. Also, random collector's items. You got a magnet and a collector's book. I'm sure that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I
just
guess
like
it's cool.
generic collector's item stuff. Like
And then the coolest thing that you
There
put on
go.
here when you drop this item in was a life-size replica of Scorpion's mask. That is sick.
Yeah, the mask is super dope. It's got like the black cowl.
Yeah,
and
I don't even like Mortal Kombat.
It's like
that
gold
sounds
and
cool.
stuff like that. It's
So like,
freaking
if
tight.
you can wear it.
Like,
you can wear it. That's for you long time.
You can like put it on. It's
Yeah,
like
long time. That's
a
a long time
legit
gift right
Scorpion
there.
mask.
That's sick.
It's like 1-to-1. You can put it on your
That would
head.
be
guys.
so
I gotta
cool.
look this
That would be
up.
so cool for competition.
It looks tight, dude.
It's so cool for competition. You walk in just like
Combat
with the
11
mask.
Scorpion
so
mask.
sick. As he's looking that up, he's going to drop in a link into the chat so everyone can see it.
Yeah, take a look at that. Anyways, moving on. There's going to be a new fighting game that's been announced.
It looks so sick.
Oh yeah, dude. See, look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Go do the other picture. Do the other picture.
Yeah.
The one with the
So
game.
obviously
in it.
that's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
rendering and stuff, but yeah, they're supposed to be like you
Yo,
get like
that
a
is
cowl,
so dope.
like the hood and stuff like that, and then like the mask, and I'm pretty sure you're actually gonna be able to wear it. I mean,
That's really
that's what it looks
cool.
like. So
That's really cool.
it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Okay. Moving on. We got most little news over here. Little news.
Tiny little news.
Power Rangers Battle of the Grid has been announced, which is going to be a fighting game, a Power Rangers fighting game that's going to be cross-platform
Nice.
from the get-go.
Nice.
So this is kind of following along that trend that cross-platform is just going to become more and
Man.
more of a thing.
Sony, you were probably right, dude. Sony really must have had it been like, we're doing this, but we gotta keep
It must have
quiet.
been a thing for a while, but they just kept quiet about it. That's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
It wasn't Illuminati. It was mandated by the Illuminati.
It was Illuminati.
Yeah.
It was.
That's what would force a turnaround like that.
It was actually
Yeah.
probably Trump. Trump was like, all right, you guys need to make
Right under divine intervention.
Yeah.
cross-platform.
They're like Sony, that little stance that you're saying. Yeah, you're gonna let that stance.
You're
go.
gonna have to get that going.
It's like, or things will just happen.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
All right, what else we got going on here?
Just Dance movie is supposedly in the works. Like, not like anyone cares.
It's gonna
but
suck.
It was.
Move
It was in the
on.
news. So there you go. Just Dance.
It's gonna suck.
Is gonna have a movie.
Dude, Just Dance was not as good as Dance Central. I'm sorry. I got both. Dance Central was way better.
I'll take your word for
Yeah,
it.
it's
I don't
much-
know.
it's much
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, and the Metroid Prime
Much
4
better.
rumor was basically confirmed-ish.
Really? I thought we...
It was been supported.
Man, we like
Heavily
reported on this
supported.
like many weeks ago.
What, Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, we like in
Last week
October.
we talked about it.
No, like before the Game Awards, we were talking.
Oh,
about
we
this.
talked about the possibility of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But then
This
it's
was
become
rumored to
more
come
and
out.
more of a thing with like things trickling out. Like last week we talked about a release date was announced from like this Czech retailer.
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. And so now you can actually get it or pre-order it on Amazon right now.
Without a release date.
What's that? Yeah,
Does that have a
it
release
does
date?
not have a release date.
Don't fucking pre-order that.
And it does
Don't
not
pre-order
have an
that.
announcement yet. But you do not have to pay anything on the pre-order until it is shipped. So you could basically lock in because it's a discounted price. So you can lock in the $55 discounted price right now, and then
Interesting.
and then you'll actually be able to pay that price when it actually is a concrete thing. Because right now it's all alleged.
Interesting.
But Amazon is not going to be taking your money. They're just going to be like, hey, you're going to get this discounted price right here. You don't have to pay anything right now. And then you'll also be eligible for, any deals or promotions down the road.
Does this game interest you guys? Are you guys interested in Metroid Prime 4?
Absolutely.
I am totally am. What about
Absolutely.
you,
Nah.
No,
I need
Metroid
some.
Prime.
I need some cooler games for my Switch, to be completely honest. Because I'm having a little bit of buyer's regret because I have like 3 games on it, and there's not a whole lot on there that's calling to me. But
Wait, there will be.
But that's not what we're talking about right now. Anyways,
right, moving
you wanna
on.
talk about this.
Yeah, I'll talk about this.
I've been
This is
talking
going to
for a
be...
while.
This is an interesting story. You guys have probably heard some rumbling of this over the internet.
Yep.
Speculation that EA has canceled another Star Wars game has grown over the week. This is via Kotaku. Thank you.
Yep.
And originally thought EA canceled Star Wars project. This project was codenamed Orca. And Orca was actually the remnants of another canceled Star Wars project called Project Ragtag. Now, Project Ragtag was originally supposed to be a linear, Uncharted-like experience, but set in the Star Wars universe, which sounds ridiculously cool. I would totally play that. And it was led by Amy Hennig, who's a legend in the development video game world. She was the lead director on Uncharted and helped with The Last of Us for Naughty Dog, so she's got some clout to throw around. Now, because of the speculation, EA had to provide a statement. And here's what they said to IGN. There's been speculation overnight about one of our Star Wars projects. As a natural part of the creative process, the great work by our team in Vancouver continues and will evolve into future Star Wars content and games. We're fully committed to making more Star Wars games. We're very excited about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from Respawn, and we shall see more new projects when the time is right. Sorry about that butchering of the quote there, guys. But basically, this screams to me bullcrap. Look at this line here. As a natural part of the creative process, our great work by our team in Vancouver continues to evolve into future Star Wars content and games. That means you just axed the project, man. Like,
Yeah, that sounds like a BS.
that sounds like you just disintegrated the project. It was like, move on to something else, kid.
That sounds like a BS answer.
That sounds like a boilerplate statement right there. What do you
That's
guys think about that?
It
Do you think-
just sounds like he's writing an essay for something he didn't read or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I feel. What do you think about that statement, Sig?
Yeah, it's a BS answer, but I mean, what should they have given?
Politics, I guess.
Yeah, what should they have given?
They should
Star
have
Wars has
canceled it.
fallen out of grace, man. Like the
Because of EA, dude.
no, even the movies they
the
flopped
movies
so
aren't
bad
that
with
great either,
with the last one.
It's because of Disney, actually.
Yeah. It's fallen out of. The diehards have kind of lost some of that passion that they've got for
I
it
agree.
because they see the direction that the decision makers are taking with this franchise. And I think EA sees the numbers that these Star Wars projects or anything related to Star Wars has kind of just been on a downward decline. And they're like, you know what? Scratch that. We're making tons of money on FIFA. We're taking tons of money on NBA Live.
I really-
Or NBA. No, not Live. Yeah, FIFA. FIFA's the only one that's
Yeah,
making a lot of
FIFA.
money. Live
Madden,
is
FIFA and
rubbish,
Madden.
right? Yeah. Okay.
It's just like take those sports games. And
Yeah.
Stop touching my other games.
Yeah, but EA has an exclusive license from Disney for 10 years to make Star Wars games.
Yeah,
this
but-
is why they're shit, man. Because
shitting the
EA
bed
is
right now.
garbage. And
Would
they're
you
just
rather them
canceling
cancel
projects.
it? Would you rather them cancel it or put out another rubbish or another crappy Star Wars game? Just cancel it, man. Do
I'd
it.
rather them be better.
Just be better, yeah.
Make a better game. You
Yeah.
have the resources.
Like,
Stop
and
being a
this
butthole.
Project Orca game sounded so cool, dude. You play as a scoundrel that can join different factions and planet jump in the Star Wars universe. That sounds sick. I would totally play that.
Killalos, this is one I'm gonna disagree with you on. The Solo story, Star Wars, that last movie was a huge flop. It was way under what they were hoping it would make.
Yeah,
heard
but
it
we're not
sucked,
talking about
yeah.
film, though.
No, it's just
No, but
like
I'm talking about.
Los's comment. It's just like
Oh,
He said
people
people
need to
Star
get off
Wars
their
in
high
general
horse with
is
Star
like-
Wars because
Yeah.
like people have been like crapping on all these new movies like, oh, it's not like the original, it sucks. And it's like, no, but they kind of objectively are bad though.
right, but why not?
10 years ago, that was an untouchable. Like, it can do no wrong.
Oh my
but
God,
the fact that Solo
Oh,
bombed, it just got touched. It just showed that, hey man, you've got some weakness in
Well,
whatever you're taking this direction
yeah,
at.
but
People are not buying movie tickets for
Star
this.
Wars would always
Okay,
be
And
then
now I
if
can see
you're-
why EA is like, dude, scratch that game.
Okay, so I disagree with that.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
I vehemently disagree with
This is
that.
the funnest
actually.
part of our podcast. Vehemently.
quite vivid.
So if you have a brand and one part of your brand is failing, like film is,
Okay.
you better get your other brands or other branches of that brand to step up. So why not produce a quality Star Wars video game that people are hungry for and want, and make lots of money?
Because
You
it's
would
all
make
about
so
what's
much more
cool.
money.
It's about what's cool, Eric. If it's not cool anymore, why throw millions of dollars at something that's
No,
not cool
people,
anymore?
gamers will totally buy Star
People
Wars games.
still
dude.
like Star Wars though.
Gamers will totally buy Star Wars games.
Like people will still like
It's
it,
not-
especially gamers. Yeah, people.
Yeah, like gamers can separate. Like, okay, that's film, whatever. Like, give me a quality Star Wars game, and it will sell more than film.
These
It will
old-
make more money than movies.
The old
I
Star Wars
guarantee it.
games from like the early the early 2000s,
and maybe that'll
were all amazing.
and maybe if you have a new resurgence of Star Wars video games, people will be like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Maybe that'll help the other side of the brand and be like, oh yo, we need to freaking build on top of this success right now.
I get
Because
what you're
Star Wars
saying.
is hot right now
I-
because
and-
the games can bring it back up.
I get what you're saying, and the intent is admirable. But when you're saying other side, there is no other side. It's all within entertainment. Entertainment is entertainment. Am I going to spend my money in the movies, or am I going to spend my money on video games? It's still entertainment. And
Yeah.
if I don't want to get entertained by something that's now uncool, I'm not going to spend my money.
Right.
Okay.
Star Wars is not uncool.
It's not uncool.
It's not uncool. The movie sucked.
Okay.
The new movie sucked.
Okay.
That does not mean that the Star Wars franchise sucks.
Like Marvel. Some of the Marvel movies can suck.
So I
Superheroes are
don't
still
like the
cool.
Marvel movies.
Superheroes are still
but
cool.
this Marvel Comics is still great.
Yeah.
I think you guys are taking the stance with on your own perspective too much. I think that's the case here. You guys still like Star Wars. I went from a neutral, I didn't like Star Wars, then I liked it, and then now I don't like it. I went from being neutral to liking it to not liking it.
Right, but when the Star Wars community is demanding a game that isn't garbage.
Oh, they are demanding a game.
Because you have a 10-year
Oh,
license.
okay.
They want it to happen.
They want a Star Wars game to happen.
Every
This is why
gamer-
people are pissed about this.
Every gamer wants to see. They were excited. There's been multiple different like Star Wars titles from different companies that people were excited to see because people want a good Star Wars games, and EA has been shitting the bed with the last two.
People want good content.
There's like it seems like people are just giving up on the franchise, man. It's Star Wars.
It does feel like
People
they
are
are
gonna give
kinda-
up on the
it
franchise.
It does feel like that.
People are giving up on the movies and whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like video games is
Right.
better than movies, but
So there's
Anyway.
that topic that we went
All
on
right.
for a little bit for, but that was interesting.
We can go on tangent all the time, ladies.
So
and
we're going to
gentlemen.
run through these next ones because they're very, very quick. We got Destiny 3 to release in 2020 amid Activision Bungie breakup, predicts analysts. That's
Yeet.
probably a little bit of a rumor, but
Yeet.
we'll mention it here. I would be interested in a Destiny 3 if Activision is not a part of it, and to give it a fresh start in 2020.
I'll be
Give it a
excited.
shot.
I'll be excited for it. I mean, Destiny
Give it a
is a
shot.
really good idea. I really,
All right, moving on, keeping up with EA news. This is all actually EA news here. Anthem will have matchmaking for every activity. This is from Ben Irving, who's a lead producer. So if anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's cool.
yeah, it's
Really,
cool.
really cool. So
Right.
you don't have to do activities by yourself. That's cool. Anthem will also not have any loot boxes. However, it will have microtransactions. So
Yeah, and
expect that.
and take that with a grain of salt.
with a
because,
very large grain of salt.
because even like companies have went out and said it's like, oh, it's not going to have microtransactions or anything at launch, and then they literally
they do
have
it.
microtransactions like later on.
Yep.
So they could just add loot boxes later. Like all they said is not going to have it. Like right, I think you can take that with a grain of salt.
And we got. We're gonna keep up with let's see. Battlefield 5 got second DLC out today. Sorry about that. Wednesday it came out. So if you're into Battlefield 5, go check out that free DLC drop.
Right, no.
Activision gives its new CFO $15 million as a nice big old fat bonus for signing on. In addition to his base salary of $900,000, in addition to a $1.3 million signing bonus. So good job, man.
How do I
Why
become?
don't you
why don't
you allocate that money and make quality games?
Can I
How
just
about that?
be a CFO?
Is that base salary $900,000 or $9 million?
$900,000, not $9
Because
million.
I see
It's
9,000.
9,000 grand, dude.
9,000 grand. $900,000.
Okay.
And then something interesting that I did not think of that actually Sig over there predicted a long time ago was Verizon is getting into gaming with Verizon Gaming to compete with Xbox's xCloud and whatever Sony is planning for PS5. Now, this is actually undergoing an alpha test on
Cool.
NVIDIA Shield, and I think it's supposed to roll out for Google Play a little later. But basically, our friend here, Sig, said, oh, I think telephone companies are going to have maybe game plans, you know? Be like, oh, hey, you want latency or do you want something else? So Verizon is going to probably jump on that for streaming games. What do you guys think about that? You think that'll be enough? Do you think they have enough power?
It'll change the game.
It's Verizon, bro.
And it'll change the game not just for gaming. It'll change the game for what we do here. Latency that's ping. Like for you gamers, ping, that's latency. Imagine if, because you don't need, a lot of us at home, our plan at home will get 60 megabits per second download.
Mm-hmm.
We never pull down at 60 megabits. Because wherever the source that we're downloading from is only uploading at 1, 2, 3 megabits per second. So we don't need that much throughput, but we need latency. If they can get those ping. Imagine if ping was average 1 for everybody. It's a game changer, bro. It's a game changer.
Interesting. We'll see. If Verizon, if any phone company is going to
Our live stream,
Verizon
if
would
ping
do it.
was 1 for everybody, our live stream, there wouldn't be that little 20, 30-second delay. Y'all viewers right now, you're probably watching 30 seconds behind live, some as far as 2 minutes behind live. If latency was nil, it would be like we're in the same room.
that would be much better. Because just for everything, every application for everything would just be quicker.
Yeah.
All right, Verizon, go
Change
get it,
the
man.
game.
Go get it,
Yeah.
Verizon. All right, where you got, what, five-ish minutes left of the show?
All right, let's go. Talk about that Pinkerton thing.
So we are going to run through even faster.
And I'll talk
Rockstar
about-
being sued by Pinkerton Consulting and Investigations. This is a subsidiary, mind you, of security firm Securitas AB. Probably somewhere, I don't know where it is. But Rockstar, so basically Rockstar's being sued for using the Pinkertons in Red Dead 2 by this agency because they use them without their permission. However, Rockstar is countersuing because they're citing fair use because the Pinkertons actually existed in this time period that Red Dead 2 takes place in, 1899, 1900s, and they used them historically accurate to hunt down outlaws because that's what Pinkertons did. So basically, the Pinkertons are trying to sue for history. Like, they're trying to sue them for historical facts.
They're not going to get
This
it.
isn't going to win
This
because
is stupid.
it's written down in history. Like, this is the stupidest lawsuit
Like,
I've
it's
ever
so
seen.
dumb.
I'm on Team Rockstar on
They're
this
using
one.
our team.
Like,
they're using our name.
I hope
man.
Rockstar puts a ball in your mouth and goes to town. Like,
Yeah, there's
See, Pinkerton is dumb. Instead of suing Rockstar, they should just run with this. They should blast advertising, social media on this, saying, "Hey, we're on this game. Like this is our history.
yeah.
Like, we're still around."
They said-
they're playing it in that setting. We're still here.
Well,
Yeah,
this
they're-
is just like a consulting firm that uses the name of the Pinkerton. Though. I don't think they have any actual relationship with the actual Pinkertons.
I know, but I'm saying, run with it.
Yeah, use
Okay,
it. Use
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Make,
okay, yeah.
make fabricate a connection.
use the traction,
Yes,
basically.
run with it, bro.
It's like, hey, you know what we have in common with this, huge cowboy game? This one name
We're in
right
it.
here. That's basically it. That's it.
Imagine if GTA 5 had like an MSAC steel thing in one of their construction
we
things.
can
We
buy
would
it.
run with it, bro.
We can buy it.
yeah.
You can get an ad for a
Yes.
game on GTA, bro. You can buy a billboard in GTA, isn't?
Are you gonna sue Rockstar? No, that's dumb.
Because Rockstar has all the money in the world. Like, you're not going to win.
Nope.
All right. Shadow of the Tomb Raider DLC The Nightmare launched on January 22nd.
Let's
Launch
go.
is on January 22nd. So
Let's see.
get that if you got Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
You have Fallout 76 news over here.
Yeah, and we got some
like-
Fallout 76 news to bring you.
Of course.
He's going to
Of course.
He's going to brief you on
Of
that.
course.
Very briefly.
All right, people. So, some code divers have found a dev room in Fallout 76, and people have been exploiting the heck out of it.
Oh, they have.
The thing about the dev room, they've been included in basically every Bethesda game leading up until now. But all Bethesda's games leading up until now have been mostly single player, so no
it's
one
no
really
issue.
cares. For those of you who don't know what the dev room is, it's basically the developer's testing room. They have every item in the game,
Every power-up,
every
everything.
power up, every character, everything is spawned in this room, so they can go and test things without actually having to go and find it in the game itself. You can access these things through console commands using the little tilde key right below the escape in the old, the single player games. Now, the problem is what they're finding in this dev room is content that they are selling back to people in the Atom Shop. So, they're finding these skins and stuff, and other skins that maybe haven't seen yet that people are thinking is going to be announced
Because
are
they're not
gonna
in
be
the game
added.
yet.
But the thing is, if it's in the dev room, it was probably there during the development process, and this just follows along this trend of these developers, cutting content from the base game that they were going to give you originally, and then selling it back to you at an exorbitant price. And I
Destiny.
think these skins, like these power armor skins, they're I think it was 14,000 atoms, something like that, which comes up to $14
That is
for a
$14,
freaking
yes.
skin, dude. It's ridiculous. And you know what they actually found? They also found in the dev room, guess what? They found an NPCs in the dev room. And they also said, during the launch of the game, we're not going to have NPCs in this game because we want other players to be
Right.
NPCs.
But this guy's a tester.
But this guy's a tester, and so they found developers, or they found NPCs in this development room, which also follows along this trend that Fallout 76 was a cash grab, that they probably intentionally, when they first was set out to make the game, they intended to actually have NPC characters. But NPC characters require, script, they require effort, they require work, they require voice actors that you have to pay. And so they just have to they get to cut all that cost out by just saying, we have no NPCs. The other players are NPCs, which is a stupid idea. I mean, other people are assholes. Why would I want to play with this? What? Stupid. So, anyways, yeah, of course, they're in the news again. Backlash again, of course, because it's
and the
it's
cherry
every
on
week.
top of that is that players have been going into this room, taking items, taking items and weapons that aren't released in the game yet, transferring them to their main account, and then selling them on eBay to people to use in the game
And probably for much cheaper, too.
for much cheaper.
funny.
Yeah.
So basically, they're making money off Bethesda that way, and they're breaking the game even more because the game, when you introduce something in the game that isn't meant to be there, it freaks out. The code doesn't like that.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
They're literally effing this game.
I'm pretty sure these people might get screwed.
yeah.
But, anyways.
So that's that Fallout news. Real bad.
We have new characters for Jump
Yeah,
Force.
then we got some new characters in Bandai Namco's Jump Force. Hell yes. We got 4 new Naruto characters.
But they're Naruto characters.
So I'm going to apologize for these
really care.
names here.
You better be able to say these.
Boruto Uzumaki is
Yes.
one. Gara.
Yes.
That's an easy one. And then we got Kaguya.
Utsutsuki.
It's like Utsusuki, I think.
Utsusuki,
I think that was
yeah.
okay. And then we got Kakashi Hatake.
Yes.
Kakashi.
So
Kakashi.
sweet characters. Add them on.
Except, it's Naruto. I wish they added not Naruto. I mean, I'm just not a huge Naruto fan,
I
It'd be
know.
cooler if they
Add
added
someone else.
on there. Something cool, like Guts.
Deal.
Can we do these deals?
Yeah, we can do these deals really quick. All right, go ahead. Start first one. Go ahead.
okay, me.
Oh wait, no, I got it. I got it. Free trial for COD Blackout mode is going to be starting right now until January 24th on PS4, PC, and Xbox One. So if you have not paid for Call of Duty 4 and you are thinking of trying the Blackout mode, you can try it.
Try it out.
Free.
Did you say right meow?
Right meow.
Right meow.
It's going to be ending 10 a.m. Pacific time, January 24th, and all the equivalent times to that. You can look that up.
Download it, guys. It's
Download
free.
it from the BattleNet and for PC or
Yeah.
the console-specific
See,
online store.
like, this is good.
Yeah,
Good trial.
Try it out. It's fun. It's a good time, and it's free. Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's see. If you have a Nintendo Switch and you're having some problems with your storage, there is a sweet deal on a 512 gigabyte SSD or not SSD
SD card.
SD card, which is pretty huge. It's an SD card.
Half a terabyte.
Half a terabyte SD card. Original price for this is $350. The deal price is $200. This is a buttload of storage, and basically, if you have this in your Switch, you will literally never have to move around in your storage because
Literally ever.
the Switch games aren't that huge, and you could probably download every game you possibly want on Switch without having to manage your storage.
The caveat for that is I don't think it is a high-speed card, so it may not work for your high-end cameras for y'all out there. I was planning on
Oh yeah,
dual
if you're
purposing
gonna,
that.
If you're
Yeah.
gonna use it for
Just base
just
storage.
use it for gaming,
Yeah.
dude. Who cares about cameras? And
All right. Now we got some Xbox Live Gold sale right now through January 22nd. Some noteworthy games. We got our Alien Isolation, $9. Collection is $12. That's a steal. Get that game.
Yep.
Borderlands: The Handsome Collection, $15. Really good.
Yep.
Far Cry 4, $10. Very good.
Very
Far
good.
Cry 5, $20. Also very good.
Yep.
Halo 5 Guardians, $20. Also very good. All these deals are really good. Just Cause 3, you got $10 right there for the extra large edition. I don't really know what that means, but
Saucy.
then we got Life is Strange Before the Storm. Complete season, get that if you're into narrative games, $5. And then rounding it out, we got Rise of the Tomb Raider, 20-year celebration. How much is that? $12. Solid. That's a solid
12
steal. I
bucks.
played that one. I played
Easy.
the first two. They're really good.
Easy.
They're okay. Now we're moving on to the rumor mill.
Let's see.
We
Oh,
got
yeah. Okay.
we got Negative Time.
Negative
so I
Time.
guess we'll run through it.
Really fast.
Xbox Maverick to launch in the spring of 2019. This is the console that we mentioned on our podcast that will be a kind of a souped-up S model, but with no disk drive. So if you're into streaming, get that console. It's probably going to be pretty cheap. I'm going to say it's going to be like $100 at max, is my prediction.
Really?
Because there's no disk drive. So that will make it way
But
cheaper.
can you download games digitally?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Is it only
yeah.
streaming?
No, it's like for digital. It's a digital Xbox.
It'll play Xbox
Okay.
games.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an Xbox One S.
It's an Xbox.
Oh, it's Xbox One.
Yeah,
S.
but
no
like
disk drive.
it's
Okay.
a newer version. Now,
Okay.
we also have another very exciting rumor because I played some of these games. We got more SNES games coming to Switch via their online service. Wow, we're gonna run through these. We got Super Mario Kart, Super Soccer, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Demon's Crest, Yoshi's Island, dope. Stunt Race FX. I don't really know what that game is. Kirby's Dream Course, Poppin' Twinbee. I don't know what that game is at all. Star Fox,
Yeah.
Contra 3,
Yeah.
Kirby Superstar.
That was cool.
We got Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Kirby's Dream Land 3,
That
Super
was cool.
Metroid, dope.
That was cool.
Super Mario World, also
That's
dope.
good.
We got
Pilot Wings.
Pilot Wings. I don't know why I can read that.
Let's see.
F-Zero, Star Fox 2,
F-Zero, I'm excited
Super
for.
Punch Out, dope. Legend
Alright.
of Mystical Ninja, I have no idea what that game is. Super Mario All Stars, crazy that's on there.
Good game.
And Breath of Fire 2. So these are a bunch of games that are rumored to be coming to the Switch Online service
Some
soon.
classic Nintendo games. are
So if
coming.
you see these games, you'd be like, man, FPS guys, they killed it. They nailed that. And that's rounding out our rumor section.
Gonna be able to really argue.
We can't really argue about anything, even though the topic is actually pretty interesting, in my opinion.
I mean,
But,
we can.
What was the topic?
We can. say
I
the
think
prompt,
we
I
can
guess.
pose the topic to the chat. Basically, man, the context is from the rise of popularity in Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Now, and subscription services. Do you see a shift to episodic games and release schedules akin to Life is Strange and the recent Hitman 1? That was a question from Sent the Prophet, read by Greg Miller and Kinda Funny Games Daily. Go check out that podcast; it's really good. So, do you guys see a shift in episodic games based on the popularity of streaming services? Kind of like, oh hey, how you have Netflix and House of Cards comes out, 13 episodes in a season. Let's say Life is Strange comes out, we got 5 episodes in a season, but it's only on the subscription service.
And Hitman comes out with like 10 missions or
Yeah.
something like that.
So, would you see that happening more often with streaming becoming more popular? was the topic of discussion.
I think so.
For the end of the podcast.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think because a lot of these companies nowadays, especially these AAA developers, are trying to move towards this games as a service rather than a games as a product, where you just like make a game, sell it for $60, and then boom. They're trying to sell you basically an ongoing, evolving game that they plan on adding to over time, so they can continually make money off of you. So I think it's very possible that we would see more things like this. Like they'll come out with if Hitman, for instance, they'll come with a Hitman game, and then every year or every 8 months or however long the period is, they'll come out with episodes, or maybe like Netflix, where they release all the episodes all at once. I personally, I don't know. I guess it would depend on how it is, but I'm not super jived about something like that happening because I'm not really into that.
I can see it happening more.
Just getting.
I can see it happening more, but I don't like the idea.
Yeah, I'm not really into the idea, but from a company standpoint, from like a money making standpoint, I can see why they would do that. It does make sense.
What do you think, Sig?
I think they'll try it and they'll realize how
people aren't into it.
Yeah. I remember a few weeks ago we were talking about like gaming marathons. What's the longest gaming marathon? And I think Top Hat, you said you played 15 hours straight.
I did play 15 hours one time straight.
All right, so binge gaming is not unusual. In fact, it's probably
that's the only
average.
That's like the kind of gaming.
That's the real gaming that
like
is binge gaming.
You don't just play for an hour a day. Dude.
Now, if it's episodic and you're in the mood to put in an 8-hour session, but you're at the end of this episode, I mean,
you can replay it though. That's the thing.
Right. But once the shine wears off,
yeah. Solar System said that he did play the Hitman, the episodic one, and he said it was very annoying to wait for the next episode to drop.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to shoehorn square peg into a round hole. Like gaming is, and as fast as new games are released,
gamers are impatient.
Yeah. What's the next game?
I agree.
Yeah, they could just move on to something else, instead of waiting around for whatever they're coming out with.
They'll try it, but it's not. This is not a scenario in which that recipe will work.
Yeah.
In this arena.
I agree. I don't think it'll work.
All right.
We ran a little bit over time, actually.
All right. Yep. I guess that's all we gotta do. So anyway, you know what? Thanks for stopping by. Remember to smash them subscribe and like buttons. Check us out on social medias and fpsguides.com. And also check out our Discord. Link is in the description on Twitch. Come and chat or play with us. Come talk to us a little bit, and yeah.
Yeah, if there's any topics you want to talk about or have us talk about next or in the future, drop it in Discord. We'll see it.
Come talk to us. We need friends.
We need friends.
I need
friends. I like that.
I need PC friends. Damn it.
I need friends.
All these people don't play. It's bull crap.
Thank you everyone for watching. We, as probably all of you, are probably gonna get some lunch.
Oh yeah, we're doing Japanese. We having Japanese for lunch today.
Hell yeah!
What, the hibachi place?
Yeah, man.
All right. I think we're gonna end the stream now.
Everybody have a happy weekend.
It's like hibachi or barbecue.
Something like that.
Have a good weekend. Play games. Play games. I like that.
Yes, play games.
Play games.
That is our motto, I guess.
That is our message to you.
That is our message. Play games.
Play games and be safe.
And don't
See ya.
And don't do drugs.